What are tariffs doing to the automotive industry? Well, let me tell you guys, this is a real world experience of what's been going on. Here's kind of the good stuff, and we'll tell you a little bit about the bad stuff. So obviously, we're not going to get into the whole political thing. That's kind of their problem. They negotiate, don't negotiate. Nobody even knows what the hell is going on anymore with the whatever, Canada, USA, like it just doesn't make sense anymore. Nobody has any idea. But I'll tell you guys what is happening in the background on the consumer side, on the business side. So here's the bad side first. This is the bad news. So very, 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 very important. First, we get to the bad news, and then we'll tell you guys a little bit of the good news. So we recently had a customer who was preparing for the winter and said, hey, I want some brand new Michelin winter tires. No problem, right? Sure. Type it in, blah, blah, blah. Here's the quote. This is how much we can get them for. It says that they're available, right? So customer prepays, and then we start getting ready to order. We submit the order, and all of a sudden, the supplier says, oh, actually, that was an inventory mistake, that we actually don't have them. Okay, when can you get them? Oh, we don't know. No ETA. All right. Try another supplier. Call them. Tell them, hey, we need some Michelin tires. Do you guys have any ETA? Nope, no ETA. Okay, call another one. Do you guys have an ETA for these Michelin tires? Nope, no ETA. Finally, we're like, you know what? Let's call Michelin Canada and see if they'll be able to get it for us. So blah, 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 sitting on hold forever, obviously, because good luck reaching a big manufacturer. But, you know, eventually they pick up the phone because, you know, dealer support. And we say, hey, can we please get some Michelin winter tires? Winter is coming and we need tires. And the representative says something crazy. Like, I've never heard this before in my life. They say, sorry, Michelin is not going to be manufacturing these winter tires for this winter. Okay, fair enough. That's their choice. That's their decision. But, you know, curiosity killed the cat. Why? And the guy is like, on the phone, the rep, he's like, well, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but here's the reasons why. Number one, there is not enough demand for these tires in Canada. So we will not produce, you know, like mass produce the container or whatever, like the batch of orders that we normally do, because we know that we won't sell all of it based on our analytics, our data, our tracking, like they have back-end systems that know how much they need based on demand and how much, you know, orders they're receiving. And based on what he said, they're not receiving any orders, despite the fact that we want to order them. But we're just, you know, one customer. There's lots of others, right, that are not ordering. So I said, okay, so what do we do? Like, we need this size tire. And the guy says, sorry, I can't help you. We're not going to be making this tire. And I'm like, well, what do we do? And he says, I'm not supposed to tell you this over the phone. He's like, but buy another brand. And I'm like, okay, but all the other brands are also not available and saying the exact same thing, like Pirelli and Continental, etc., etc. And I'm like, so what do we do? And the guy says, this is up to you to figure out. I'm like, are you secretly saying that we have to buy Chinese tires? And the guy goes like, yep. So, $700 Michelin tires, each one. Not a set of 4, each one. So it's 2,800 Canadian for a set of 4 winter tires from Michelin. Nobody's buying. Nobody. Like, nada. So, the economy is so bad and people are so strapped and so dead that they cannot afford $2,800 tires, brand new from Michelin, Well, some people can, our customer can. But the general economy cannot, so they don't order. But a set of 4 Chinese winter tires are like $400, $600 or whatever. So it's like $100 to $150, maybe maximum $200 per tire. Like, you can't compete with that. I'm sorry. You just can't. Like, China is literally eating everybody's lunch, and everybody always like laughs that Chinese products are so bad. It's like, well, they're not. People are buying them and they're using them and they're great. And there's nothing that you guys can do. You cannot stop China. China is, you can't compete. You cannot compete. That's the problem. So that's the bad news. This is how tariffs and the whole economy is kind of struggling right now, because there's this underlying issue that nobody really wants to talk about, and everybody keeps claiming that, oh, it's tariffs, Trump is killing Canada's economy. Canada's economy was already bad before Trump even got elected. Has nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the whole system and how it functions. There's too much credit and not enough cash, and the system is like eating itself. It's like it's a snake, basically, you know, slithering around in a circle, except the head of the snake is eating the tail like this, and the circle of money is getting smaller and smaller and smaller like that. And because credit will always eat cash, the interest has to get paid eventually, and if cash is not being created, or goods are not being created and exported out of the economy and bringing in cash from other countries, the credit will eat the cash until something happens. Something goes like this. And then eventually, well, then that stuff starts to happen, because once you run out of cash and there's only credit, but the credit has to get paid with no cash, then bad stuff starts to happen. It's not good, like really not good. So that's the bad part of it. Now onto the good part. Let's discuss the good part of this whole situation. Back in 2008, I remember reading an article. I was very young. I was like I was not technically in diapers, but I was very young. And back in 2008, when we had the financial crisis, a lot of the same situation kind of happened that is happening now. Again, too much credit, not enough cash. And a lot of new products, like new tires, new cars, new parts, lots of new stuff. Like even the whole tariff thing, a lot of manufacturing is being brought out of Canada and into the US. Companies are closing down here and they're moving down south because it's less competitive, less taxes, lower wages. It's just better to produce there. So Canada is cooked, literally. So back then, new stuff was not being bought by consumers. Everybody was taking their old stuff and fixing it. So this is the good side of this equation, is that new stuff is not going to get bought, but old stuff is always going to be continuously fixed. So if you guys have something that is broken, trust me, fix it. It's so much better to just fix it than to buy something new, like a new car or whatever, for like, what's the average price for a new car nowadays in Canada? Like 50,000, 60,000, plus tax, plus interest, plus everything. You still have to maintain it. You still have to fix it. So prices are literally crazy. And if your car ever breaks down, for example, it's so much better just to spend the $500, $1,000, maybe $1,000 or whatever it is to fix it, because then most likely it will not break for another year. And isn't it so much better to spend $1,000 on your car or whatever it is to fix it for like the year, rather than to spend $700 a month, which is the average car payment, to pay for a car that will be worth less in 5 years, 6 years, 7 years or whatever? Like, yeah, the economy will improve by then, but what's the point? So yeah, if you guys have anything that you need to fix, trust me, this economy is gonna switch from the buy brand new to the fix your old stuff economy very quickly. If it hasn't already, that's pretty much where we're at. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching this quick little video about the tariff economy and the automotive side. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.